Welcome to our mini class today. And our theme this week is, in Sanskrit, is Svadhyaya. It means to know the self or to study the self. And in this class, we're going to be using the sound yum, which is the sound for the heart center or heart chakra. And when it comes to knowing ourselves, we want to use all of the information that we can. So we want to use our heart, we want to use our minds, we want to use our gut instinct. And the heart is the center, right? Between the gut instinct, the guts, and the head, we come to the heart. So we're going to focus our attention here. And the other thing that's helpful when we make some sound, when we're practicing yoga, is that yoga is a practice of bringing the attention into focus, right? So the more ways that we kind of draw ourselves into the moment with our senses, with our mind, with our actions, the more we kind of let go of the extraneous noise outside of us. And when we can let go of all, or it's not even the extraneous noise outside of us, it's often inside of us, right? So all of that extra stuff, the chatter, the mental chatter, or the outside chatter, if we can find a place where we're aligned in ourselves, we really start to know and understand ourselves a little bit better. One way that this really plays out in a yoga class is, can I listen to my own body? Or do I feel obligated to listen to the teacher and do exactly what they say? Right? Our bodies are always more wise than some teacher outside of us. Right? We have a knowledge and an instinct about our own beings, but we get kind of divorced from that, right? We're told what to do, what to wear, how to act, how to eat, all of that our whole lives. So we forget that we have so much wisdom and so much knowledge and inner knowing, if we could only tap into that. So today we're going to try to tap into that inner knowing a little bit by bringing our attention into focus, into the moment. So let's start by checking in with where we're at right now. And this isn't about being perfect or changing anything. It's really about, how do I feel right now? So you can close your eyes and tune into your body. Notice how your body feels. Notice where you feel pressure from your seat or the floor, or your hands resting on your legs. Notice the air on your skin and anything else that you're aware of with your physical body. And if you're feeling pain or discomfort, notice that, but try not to dwell all of your attention there. So if you notice an area that feels uncomfortable, notice it, and then shift your attention to somewhere that's maybe more comfortable. And then if some other discomfort draws your attention, let it go there and then shift. Find an area that's comfortable, or at least less uncomfortable perhaps. So we're not just going to one spot and staying there, but letting the attention move around the body and noticing what's present. And then notice how the breath moves the body. Or is it the body moving the breath? So notice how the two go together. We can't breathe without moving the body. Notice the state of your mind right now. Is it a busy mind? Is it preoccupied with a certain anything? Or perhaps your mind is really focused right now, really following. Or maybe you're half asleep, or somewhere in between. So notice, what is the quality of your mind? And remember, this isn't about judging. It's not even about fixing or changing anything, but about noticing. And then let's take the hands one over the other over the center of the chest. This is considered the heart center, or in Sanskrit, Anahata chakra. And again, it's uniting the brain with the lower sort of bodily parts of us, the physical with the mental. So as you bring your hands to your heart, notice, what does your heart have to say? Is there any message? Does anything arise as you bring your attention here? Perhaps there's emotion present, or thoughts, or feelings. And then the sound for the heart chakra is yum. So we'll use that sound. You can do it with me out loud if that feels comfortable for you. You can do it quietly. You can do it in your mind. So whatever way of engaging with this feels comfortable for you. So you can inhale. Yum. Inhale again and repeat. Yum. 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 One more. Yum. Take a moment to notice any resonance you might feel with that sounding or chanting. And then when you're ready, release your hands onto your knees or thighs. And we'll do a little movement for the spine. And it's just a forward and back, kind of an arching and rounding. So arching and rounding. You can make the movement big or small. And then if you want to coordinate your breathing, inhale as you arch, exhale as you round. Try to let your head release down as you round. And if you want to add one more ball to juggle here, you could also add the sound in as you exhale. Yum. 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 This time lifting the arms, breathing in, and then we'll come forward over the legs with an exhale. Again, you can do this quietly if you like, or you can make the sound yum with each exhale. Yum. Yum. Last one. Yum. This time staying upright. And bringing the arms back down. So we're going to come to stand, and it would be helpful if you have a chair, if you've been sitting on a chair, to keep that chair handy. So as you come to stand, we'll take the chair and we'll bring it, if you're using a mat, to one end of your mat. And if you're on the floor, it really doesn't matter. You just want to make sure that chair is not going to push out. If you have some pressure on it, it's not going to slide away from you. So we can take the feet a little bit apart. And we'll do a forward bend, bringing the hands to the chair. So again, if you want to make the sound as you exhale, it does help to bring the attention more focused. So it's up to you. Breathing in. Yum. 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 Coming upright and staying upright this time, letting the arms release to your sides. So we'll keep that chair handy and take 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Bend your front knee so that your ankle and knee line up, and bring your hands back onto your heart. Try to keep your upper body upright over your legs as opposed to leaning forward here. And we'll open the arms to the sides, letting the heart lift a little, and then bringing the hands back to the heart. Again, you can use that sound hum or yum. 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 And then this time opening the arms, and instead of bringing the hands to the heart, we'll bring the hands to the chair. You can let your head release down, and if you want a bit more stretch, you can move your front leg a little straighter. If that feels like too much, you might bend and straighten a few times to bring some ease into that leg. So if this is the first movements that you're doing in a day, know that I've been teaching all day, so I'm nicely warmed up. Your poses may look nothing like this if you're just starting your day. Right? You may feel a little stiffer, your knee may be bent, you may be a little closer to your chair, so just whatever works for you. We're going to come up right now with a breath in, exhale to release. And then we'll switch sides. So 1 foot up close toward the chair, the other foot back and turned out to the side so it's fully on the ground. If you want to make this more challenging, take your feet wider apart. So the wider your feet are apart, the more you need to bend the knee to get it over the ankle, the more you'll feel stretch in the back calf, the more effort it is. Hands to the heart. Again, same thing, opening with the breath in. Yum. 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 One more. Yum. This time we'll go forward, bringing the hands to your chair. Again, you might move the front leg straighter or work to bend and straighten the leg to find some ease in the hamstrings. And then when you're ready, a little bend in the front knee, lifting all the way up and releasing the arms down. And step your feet side by side and just give a shake. Let all of that go. So we'll come into a forward bend, and you could use the chair for this forward bend, or you could bend forward, reaching towards your legs or the floor, whatever you prefer. So we'll take a breath in, coming up, bend your knees a little, exhale, sweep forward. Inhale, lift all the way up. Good. Exhale, sweep forward again. Inhale, lift. If you're using the chair, you'll be closer to the chair and you'll just let the hands come to rest on the chair to support you rather than going all the way forward. Great, coming upright. And we can just move the chair aside. Or if it's not in your way, you can leave it where it is. And we'll do two movements. One is a walking kind of movement or a marching movement. The other is more like a skating movement. So the first one, as one leg lifts, the opposite arm comes forward, other arm back, and then we'll switch. So it's sort of a slow motion march. And then the opposite movement is like a slow motion skating. So in skating, you're pushing off and reaching back. Okay. So as you reach back, one arm swings forward. So the same arm is forward as the leg that's forward, or the arm that's going back is the same as the leg that's going back. So just getting things moving here. Balancing front and back of the body with these two movements, and then eventually coming back to the center. When you come back to the center, just give it a wiggle, give it a shake, just let all of that go. And we'll come to sit again for a moment. So coming back to your chair, back to the position where you started in, or maybe you were on the floor to begin with, that's fine. You can come to sit back on the floor. And take a moment, closing your eyes to feel your breath, to feel the heart, to feel the belly, maybe moving a little with your breath. And to feel any energy that may have been stirred up or woken up through that mini practice. And I encourage you as you go about your day to tune into this idea of using not just your own mind or the recommendations of others, but to really tune into your heart, tune into your gut, and see what arises when you slow down and ask for wisdom and really tune into what arises for you. And this is one way of working with the idea of swadhyaya, or self-knowledge, self-study. Just really dropping into the body to find wisdom. And bringing your palms together. Namaste.